What are you guys doing here? Hey, it's your old buddy Jeff. It's been a week. It's been a week for me. I've been just burning the candle at all the ends, as they say. And so I thought I need a beer. And I thought, well, who should have a beer with me? Maybe you guys would be up for it. So here I am jumping in, thinking maybe you'd be up for a beer as well, or a drink, whatever it is you're having. Cheers. I just wanted to say I'm glad you guys are still here. It's Friday, 6 o'clock where I am. Anyway, hello, Bobby. Hello, Katie. Jeff and friends, you're the friends tonight, Katie. There's no guest or anything. I'm just having a drink. Good to see you, John. I thought we'd do a little impromptu Q&A because I wanted to say something, say hello in some way. Hellos to all of you. So by all means, post questions. Oh, Bobby, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. New book, Call of Kilimanjaro. It's all around me. There it is. Look at that. Thank you to everybody that's been so supportive. Hello, Carl in the UK. And good day, down under. Good to see you there, Michelle Pratt. Good to have everybody from everywhere. Hello, Mark. Hello, everybody. Yes, thank you for the happy note. So I'm this week, my Kilimanjaro book came out last week. A lot of you probably know that. And I've been doing lots of media interviews and stuff like that, and really excited to be talking about it. It's so personal. Tim Ellis, good to see you, sir. Having a shandy. Oh, sunny and 55. Supposed to be warmer here in the next couple of days. So look at everybody checking in. Hello, everybody. Thank you, Susan. Thank you for being there and watching my program. So I've been doing, hello, Dave Keeler. Dave Keeler I went to high school with? That Dave Keeler? That's crazy. Thank you. Look at all you folks. Misty read my new book and loved it. I would really appreciate it. If anyone has read the book, post a review on Amazon. Those help so much. When books have got like 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 reviews, people tend to take notice of them. So I would really appreciate if you have read the book to post a review. John, how's your mom doing? Mom's doing better, thanks. Those of you may recall, we had her on one of these live streams. She had cancer, lung cancer, had like a third of one lung removed, a whole lobe, and she's doing much better on the road to recovery. So thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Just getting used to being down a little bit with less lung capacity, but doing okay. Thank you. Thank you, Jenny. Please post a review. I would really appreciate it. Go to Amazon. Those reviews go a long way. Tell you what, though, here's a crazy thing I set up because in a perfect world, we would do book signings and all kinds of other things. And a few weeks ago, I went to my publisher's warehouse and I autographed 500 copies of the book. 500. It's crazy, right? And there we were, it took hours just signing all those books. And we put up this special deal. If you email me right there, killy@jeffbelanger.com, it's an automated email, but it will shoot out the first chapter of my new book, The Call of Kilimanjaro, as a PDF. You can try it before you buy it. I don't want you to buy something you don't love. It'll send you the first chapter and then a special code where you can click on it, buy it directly from my publisher's website. And if you put in the code, you get the book at 10% off the cover price, free shipping, and one of those autographed copies. So just email me right there, killy@jeffbelanger.com, and I'll send you that first chapter for you to check out and the link on how to get it and all that other stuff. So yeah, here's a question. Have you been to up to the Hoosick Tunnel? Mark, yes, I have several times. The Hoosick Tunnel out there in North Adams, Mass, and also connecting through the Hoosick Mountain, obviously. That was the original Big Dig in Massachusetts. Really cool place, 4-mile plus tunnel. A lot of people died during its construction, and the reason is because the mountain was not like good solid rock. It was crumbly rock, and crumbly rock, when you're digging through it, crumbles. And so a lot of people died, and they say it's haunted. One of the common ghost stories up there is that people see a man walking, holding a lantern, a ghost, and then disappears. But Very cool. Lindsay Ellis says, I must say, I usually turn on the channel when Africa by Toto comes on. It only took new meaning following finishing your book. Thank you, Lindsay. Please post a review. Please, please, please. That song Africa, I quoted in the book because I love that song. I loved it when I heard it in the 80s. I loved Weezer's cover of it, which sounds pretty much like the original. And when I was on Kilimanjaro, more than once, when I was laying in my tent at night and trying to relax, I had my little iPod with me, and I'd put on headphones sometimes at night just to wind down, and I played Africa by Toto on the mountain. Like, I was just like, that's pretty cool. Kilimanjaro is literally at my back and playing it. So anyway, thank you, Suzette. Appreciate it. So hello, lots of people just saying hello. And thank you, Tina. Thank you so much. Please post a review. Please go to Amazon and post a review. That stuff helps so much. Here's the thing. It's a memoir, and it's just me trying to get the word out. And I want your help too, please. If you've read it, if you've enjoyed it, please pass it on to someone else, tell someone else about it, post about it on your social media, because I feel like this is a message for everybody, right? I mean, it's Kilimanjaro was the mountain for me, but whatever your Kilimanjaro is, find it and climb it. And that's really what it's about. Oh, Tara, Mom wants a signed version. That's so cool. Anyway, how you guys doing? How have you been holding up? It's been a while since we've had a check-in. You doing all right? It's been a year. It's been a year of this COVID stuff. In fact, Tim Ellis, you and Brad were my first two guests on the Speakeasy. We just said, this all started, all the Speakeasy thing. It started because I was texting with Tim and Brad, and I said, you guys want to have beers? And first of all, a little secret about Tim and Brad from the Michigan Paracon. If a wrong number texted them and said, do you guys want to have beers? The reply would be yes. Doesn't matter. If you got their number, that's what would happen. And so I said, you guys want to have beers? And they're like, yeah, how do we do it? What do we do? I was like, well, there's this StreamYard thing. And we would just be in front of web cameras drinking beers instead of being together and drinking beer. And they said, yeah, let's do that. And we did that. And we just drank and we talked. And it turned into something that we kept doing. And I know it's been a while. I've been so busy with stuff, but we'll get back to it. Yeah. See, Tim, true story. All of it's true. I come with the truth, if nothing else. And if you happen to get Tim's number, just text him and say, you want to have a beer. And Carl over in the UK, been there from the start, got him through the lockdown. Although it's later over there. It's about 11 o'clock there at night. Carl, are you imbibing this evening, or are you just kind of chilling at home? What's going on in the UK? Mark says, planning a trip out to the Bridgewater Triangle. I'm writing a fictional book about it. That's cool. I love it. Can't wait to hear it, Mark. Tell me about it when you get it further along. That's the nice thing about fiction, right? You don't have to stick to it. You can elaborate. I did an interview about the Bridgewater Triangle yesterday for a kid in college. And so obviously there's still interest in it, which is kind of neat. Becky Snow, I know you're late. I already answered this, but I'll tell you, she's doing much better. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. Tara, forever. I agree. Totally. I miss you guys. Here's the thing, though. Michigan Paracon, it's happening this summer, August. And by then we should all be vaccinated, right? That's hopeful. Carl's in bed. So you're in bed with me. Oh, God. Carl, thank you for making this awkward. Thank you so much. I'm in bed with Carl right now. Perfect voice to hear before I head to sleep. Do you want a lullaby, Carl? I have my didgeridoo. I'm going to play Carl a lullaby. This is a song by AC/DC called Back in Black, played on the didgeridoo. Good night, sweet prince. I wonder if I could make money to have people pay me to stop playing the didgeridoo. Tim, you've had your second shot, you lucky dog. Tara's vaccinated. So I think I'm eligible in the next few weeks to get my first shot. Very excited. Very excited. I will be getting it done as soon as I'm able to, for sure. Yay, Jennifer just emailed to get the first chapter. Good. It's on its way. It's on its way. Thanks, Hatch. Good to see you. Hatch, fellow hiker. He's out there in the mountains all the time. If you follow him on Instagram, he posts all kinds of great pictures from out there in the woods. Yeah, Tim, I know I nailed it. That was Back in Black. If you close your eyes, you're like, is Angus Young on this live stream or is that Jeff on his didgeridoo? I know. Sounds more like Taco Bell. Not cool, Ray. Not cool. Anyway, it's vibrating through my phone. Oh, we're so weird. Barb got her second shot on Wednesday, you lucky dogs. Here's the thing, though. My dad's totally got both his shots. He was the one I was really worried about. My mom with the lungs. She got her first shot very recently, so her next one's coming up in a few weeks. And I don't know. It makes me feel better. Like we're doing something about it, you know? So, Nancy, you're not a senior. You look like you're in your 20s still. Come on. Anyway. So, good. So anything new with you guys? I appreciate all the check-ins about mom and stuff. And thank you guys who have bought the book. I can't tell you how much this means to me. It's so deeply personal. And I feel naked and vulnerable, like for sure. Like this is just like my inner workings. And I've gotten such great feedback from a lot of my friends. You guys are in here tonight, and thank you. And so I appreciate so very much that you're reading it, you're enjoying it, and that people have been inspired by it, because that's really the hope. It's not about like how to climb a mountain. Well, it is about how to climb a mountain, but not necessarily Kilimanjaro. It's how to climb whatever mountains are in our lives, right? Whatever obstacles we're facing, how do we identify them and how do we get, above it? So thank you. Thank you for reviewing. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. And Andrew, I know you're out there in Salt Lake City getting tested for your commercial driver's license on Monday. Good luck, buddy. Good luck. We, what is it? Like 80% of anything you've ever had in your life has gone on a truck at some point. Exhibit A right here. That didn't magic itself to the package store. No, went on a truck. So good luck. Good luck. Nancy, you are not 64 years old. You're like 42 tops. That's what I'm just saying. Michelle wants to know, can you read us a paragraph? All right. Take requests. Hold on. Let me get a little courage. All right, for Michelle. This is exciting. This is like, I feel like we're at a coffee house and we're all going to like start snapping fingers or something. But anyway, it's from the prologue right in the beginning. I'll just read it. It's just after 3 a.m. and I'm as cold as I've ever been in my life. I'd estimate we're around the 18,000 foot level. I can't breathe. I'm fighting for every molecule of oxygen. I suck in air as deeply as possible, but my face is so cold. I cover my mouth with a mask for warmth, and then I can't get enough air. I alternate between warmth and breath. I'm back in my childhood, suffering through an asthma attack. My ribs ache from the strain of deep inhaling. It's dark. The only light is a hazy tan halo around my feet from the headlamp. My body is sore from 6 days of climbing this mountain and from my muscles screaming for more oxygen. I don't think I can go any higher. It would kill me to get this close and turn back. Yet pressing on could also kill me. We've already passed 2 plaques marking where people have died. Anyway, that's from the prologue. If you email me at killy@jeffbelanger.com, you can read that and the first chapter. And if you like it, I hope you buy it and keep reading it. And you can get it autographed from the publisher right there. So, yeah. Good. Got your first one, 55 plus in AZ. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Sandra. It's going to be a long road, a long, long road. Sarah wants to know any reason why season 10 from Ghost Adventures is missing on Discovery Plus. I was not aware. And congratulations on your first COVID shot. Sarah, I don't know. I was not aware of that. But I tell you what, I will shoot an email off and ask about it just to make sure. Because you know what, Sarah, you might be the first one to say something. It's one of those things that people might not notice. So I thank you. I'll pass it along. Could be just a simple oversight. But yes, you guys are all saying stuff. Oh, and Tara snapped. Thanks, Tara. You guys are the best. Cheers. Terry had a total knee replacement. So happy to have you on live while I'm elevating my leg. That's the best. I feel better, Terry. Feel better. Take good care of yourself. Careful with those pain meds too. What's this? I don't do good with cold things. Understood. Never have. Holding a can of soda out of the fridge stings my fingers. Yeah, maybe the top of Kilimanjaro is not for you, but I understand it's not for everybody. That was just my thing. And I'll tell you, so many of you folks have been so supportive of me over the years. Even 4 years ago, when I was raising money for the Leukemia Lymphoma Society, you guys were so generous in donating. And I can't tell you how much that meant to me, whatever the amount was. And I had people that literally donated like $5 and $4 and people that donated hundreds of dollars. And you were all equal in my book. I printed the list out before I left, the whole printout of everybody. It was over 300 people, helped raise over $17,000. And I printed that list out and it was in my backpack the entire time. And at night when I was in my tent, I would take it out and I would just read down the names. And some of you are here tonight. And I would just read down every single name and just feel this sense of gratitude. And also, I can't tell you how motivating it was. Like, I was looking at those names and I'm like, I know Tara was on there, Julie was on there, like so many of you people were on there. I'm like, I don't want to come back and tell you I didn't make it, tell you I failed, that I quit, that I gave up. And so you helped me get up the mountain in a way that I could never explain. In fact, I've said repeatedly that I would love to go back and do Kilimanjaro again. And, maybe bring a group or something, like put something together. But and someone else has said, like, I want to do Kili. What do I do? And I said, look, I really think you need to do it for a cause, because sure, if you can afford it, go do it, whatever. But it just means more when you're doing it to raise money for something. It just becomes an even bigger feat. And I can't recommend enough. If you want to do it, pick a cause. There's tons of charities out there and you can do it. So anyway, paranormal. I watched The Devil's Road show again today. Nice to see you today. Nice to see you again. I was all over that documentary, wasn't I? Little secret, that was part of the Travel Channel's, I guess now Discovery Plus, Shock Docs. And I'm recording another one next week. A neat little story, another Warren story. That's all I'll say. Not saying anymore. So we're doing another one. Mark, thank you for ordering the book. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Michelle asked, did I feel anything ghostly while on the climb? Well, if you read the book, I do talk about a very spiritual experience when I got to the very rim of the volcano, where I felt the presence of my brother-in-law, Chris. And that was very special, very personal moment. And yeah, so there was that. Jennifer says, I wish I could climb that. You could, by the way. I wouldn't make it with my asthma. I grew up with asthma. Here's the thing. So I grew up with asthma my whole childhood, and it was at times really difficult. But once I became an adult, I started running. I'm not built like a runner. I used to weigh 50 pounds more than I do now. And my daughter was like 9-10 months old, and I was eating like cookies for dinner, because you know how it is, like when you got a baby and you're just like, this is calories, and I had to stay awake and keep working at my desk, and I ate cookies for dinner and I just felt gross. And so the next day I'm like, I'm going to start running, and it was awful. I hated it. And then I was like, I'm going to do it again, because I'm a glutton for punishment. And I did it again, and I hated it. I hated it more than the first time. But then I did it a third time, and I hated it more than the previous two combined. But then around the 10th time, when I realized I was exponentially hating it more than I did the 10 times before, I'm like, I'll just get to 20 times. And I still hated it. But after about half a year of running and starting to lose weight and starting to eat better because I would get better runs and starting to sleep better, I didn't hate it anymore. I just really disliked it. After a solid year, I got all the way from serious hate, serious hatred and loathing to complete indifference. Miracle. Only took a year of running against all odds to get to the point of from hating it to indifference. Took about 2 years to actually sort of liking it a little bit. And that's where I'm at today. Literally 13 years later, I'm at sort of like it a little bit. Pretty good. Only took a decade. Sharon says, would love to see you do another live show with Micah Hanks. Yeah, what a talented dude. Holy moly. So he played guitar for us. And when we did the speakeasy with him, really talented, good singer, player, like everything. That was fun. So yeah, we should do that again. Thanks. This sounds like my running story. Yeah, no, I know it's not easy, right? But anyway, Mark wants to know, have you been to the Houghton Mansion? Mark, I've been to the Houghton Mansion so many times, I think they named a room after me. Yes, I have been up and down that mansion many a time out there in North Adams. Beautiful part of the state. Doesn't get enough credit. Raven wants to know, any chance New England Legends will film more episodes near future? I love the documentaries on Amazon Prime. Rewatched them most of them 2 or 3 times. Yeah, we're going to work on more. The thing is, that is such a labor of love, and we don't really get any money for it. So it's just when we can do it, and we're trying. You know, we're talking about stuff. My partner Tony, that I do the TV show with. We're kicking around ideas now, and then COVID derailed us too. You know, it's because filming a show like that is pretty personal. You want to talk to people face to face, and you want to go places, and you want to see it, and that requires us getting in there and, you know, getting close. So we're getting closer. Spooky Sisters in the UK up late as well. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I believe it too. I believe that Chris was with me the whole way, but I really felt him up there on the top. So anyway, well, folks, I am almost out of beer. So I just wanted to jump on with you for a little bit and say hi. Go ahead, shoot me an email right there. Killy at Jeff Belanger. I'll shoot you the first chapter as a PDF. And, you know, if you like it, just please keep reading. You can get it wherever books are sold, including the UK, Amazon UK, including out there in Canada, Amazon in Canada. I think I saw it in Singapore. Like, it's all over, which is really, really cool. So, yeah. Andrew, I appreciate the idea that GoFundMe or something to help the filming. But, you know, we've got our Patreon patrons for the podcast, which helps also with the TV show. So I think we're sticking with that for right now, but really appreciate the offer. We're going to keep at it. We're doing all we can all the time. So much of my Nick, good to see you. So much of my hometown of Milwaukee is haunted. That's true. I've been to Milwaukee briefly. When I was in Chicago, we popped over to Milwaukee once, and yeah. Look at this one. May I suggest Pinewood? It's a haunted cemetery in Troy, New York. Raven, you can't recommend Pinewood in Troy, New York, because New York's not part of New England. But still, I'm interested in haunts all over. I'll check it out. Tara says, out of beer. That never happens to Brad or Tin. In fairness, I'm almost out of this beer. Down in the basement, there are indeed more. And Hatch, you're welcome anytime. Good to see you, buddy. I don't think I've seen you in person since you... I forget where, maybe it was at Cushnet. I don't know where you came to see me at one of my programs at a library, but appreciate your support, Hatch. Always do. Thank you so much. And keep hiking, keep sharing those photos. Follow this dude on Instagram. He's got some great photos of his hikes and stuff. And I dig it. I dig, one of the things I talked about that today was one of the great side benefits of Kilimanjaro was getting unplugged. Was getting out there and having no cell service, no Wi-Fi, no nothing, and realizing like you can get unplugged and get a little bit detached. And I do day hikes too. And you get that same sense. I'm sure Hatch, you'd agree with me on that, right? Like you go out hiking for a day. It's nice. It's nice not to be near your computer and stuff like that. But sometimes you got to do it for a couple of days. And I know you do a whole weekend's, Hatch. So maybe by Monday you're centered again. So good on you. Good on you. Yes. Cheers. We got to do this more. We got to do this more. Ray, do you have a beer? Do you have one of those like IPAs that you love so much that you get up there in Newfoundland? I hope so. I hope so. Timothy Shaw. Quick fact about Tim Shaw. I will be on Tim's show Tuesday night. I think it's at 7. Tim, if I'm wrong, correct me. But we will be on the Black Cat Lounge this Tuesday night, talking about Kilimanjaro and stuff. It's going to be a hoot. So check back with us. Barb misses New England, live in Seattle now. Seattle's a good town. I've been there. Oh, Cindy says, watched your library Zoom last night, brought me to tears. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's I'm just starting to do this program now, and I've got more coming up next week, and I'll keep doing them throughout, the coming months. It's hard. It's got to go to I got to go to like really difficult places of my life to tell that story, but then also like really amazing places. So for me, it's always like this emotional roller coaster, even though I've only done it 3 times so far, but we'll be doing more tomorrow. Carl asks, what's the beer tonight? It is a Sam Adams lager. Kind of can't go wrong, Good to have. Wait, okay, so paranormal stuff. Why not? I saw in Paranormal Caught on Camera, had a clip of kids in Decatur, Indiana, found a Bigfoot. Do you think you could research project on haunted Decatur, Indiana, my hometown? Decatur, I've been to Decatur. I have been to Decatur for one of Troy Taylor's conferences years ago. And Bigfoot down there. Where would Bigfoot hide? It was just flat cornfields forever. Huh. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. I'll have to check it out. So yeah. Good to see you guys. Nick, yes, it's been far too long. I think it was in Connecticut, 2005. So it's only been 16 years. Whatever. Well, I'll see you in 16 more years. We'll be old men. We'll be at the old paranormal home in our wheelchairs and talking about how cool we were once. Timothy Shaw. See? All right. Good. Hey, folks, thank you so much. Thanks for having a beer with me. Cheers, and we'll do this again sometime. Take care.